Dress shopping. Oh! Dance party! Let's see it.
What?
What did you guys think about this when you first heard about it?
Well, I don't know. I'd never done anything like this before, so I was pretty nervous right after that.
I would have to agree.
I thought it was personally sort of strange because you're looking for the sort of things that most of the time you're trying not to look at. Like usually when you walk down the street, you might look at like a homeless person, like look away, or like you aren't looking down like alleys for people. Like you're trying not to look down those places. Samuel seemed like a really nice guy. Like he looks like he may have been a little bit down on his luck, but like he was in like, I don't know, like he wasn't like a bad guy. He wasn't scary at all. Like if you just passed the guy on the street, you may have felt like a little bit apprehensive, but like afterwards, like after meeting him, like I wouldn't feel like that at all.
He had worked at UNC for 31 years, and then he retired. So like, yeah, his mom died last year, and he seems like he was taking care of her, but probably mutual taking care of, because that was the reason why he couldn't move away from Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
He's been here his whole life.
Well, one thing I thought was really interesting that he said was, Chris asked if he had like any siblings. Like, yeah, I have a sister, but
she's really
she's really church going.
So she doesn't.
So I don't see them very often, and that logic like didn't make sense. Like,
right.
Like if they were church going sort of people, like they should at least like be there for Samuel. Like at least like talk to him on the phone often. Like if like not helping them out, then like I don't know. At least you can do for someone is like stay in touch with them, give them someone to talk to, so they don't feel alone.
Yeah, he said he's pretty much on his own now.
Yeah, he's been living by himself his entire life, sort of, except for with his like helping his mom out.
And I was gonna move in with someone he's never met.
Yeah.
So what were your preconceived notions of like homeless people, and then did they change, or what were they like verified, or?
I've had like a few negative experiences with some homeless people in Durham. So like I don't know. I've always been like a little bit apprehensive about homeless people, because most of the time they come up to you and they want to have like some kind of strange conversation, and you can like smell the alcohol in their breath. I don't know. I felt really sad because a lot of homeless people, even like the ones I've had negative experiences with, like they really just want to like have someone to talk to, and so maybe more than anything else, like I feel like you should at least like give them that, like if you like part of your time just to listen to them.
He had like a lot of stuff for like the cold weather, and throw on his gloves, and like he wasn't like that clean, or I mean he didn't smell nice, or but I mean he was nice to talk to, and I definitely think he enjoyed talking to people.
Yeah.
And like telling his story kind of, or maybe giving like explanations for his situation. I think that like helps me sometimes, being like, well, I'm not in this situation because it's not my fault. But
Would you want to do this again, or would you suggest like other people do this?
Yeah, I mean, I'd do it again. I thought it was a little bit ironic when we were walking out. There was a homeless person walking into the place, to the restaurant, as we were walking out, and I noticed like another homeless person that we walked by, and it's like, well, let's go back. Let's definitely do it again. Like it was a good experience, and like.
I think it was way good, because all the time I always walk by people, and I usually don't have cash, but I don't feel like handing over all my cash, but I really do want to like not ignore them. So this was like a good opportunity to like have a goal of going out and talking to people, because how much you never have the opportunity to do it because you're always in a hurry. I'm having a 5-minute lunch. I can't sit and watch him eat chicken for an hour. It's like it was like a really good time to like take out your day or week, really to help someone without feeling like I was demeaning them as well.
Right,
Like
it's
giving
more
a
of like
handout.
an emotional like help versus monetary.
Yeah, like we did help him at least. Like we gave him like at least some ears to listen to him talk.
So we're all familiar with the people like throwing like God, out there to everybody, just preaching, and saying that they'll give you a meal if you come listen to the church service or whatever. How do you think this differed, or do you think that approach is better? Did you like this approach better? What do you think?
I felt there was a moment of like, aha, these people are trying to buy me a meal, I think, in his mind, and even that made me kind of feel uncomfortable, because it was like we had this you call it like a plan, or
like an agenda.
An agenda. And if it were any more than just we want to like buy this guy a meal, I would feel completely uncomfortable because I feel like that would be like demeaning to him. But this way it really felt like we were just hanging out and he like helped us out finding a place to eat.
Yeah, like
it wasn't.
It felt just like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't feel like Samuel would have wanted really much to do with this. If we were suddenly like trying to preach to him, or he certainly wouldn't have wanted to have much to do with this. I don't think if we just like come up to him and be like, "Do you know Jesus? Like, do you have Jesus in your life?" or something like that. I mean, like, it would be nice to be able to like share your faith with someone, but at the same time, like, you can't just expect to do that on like your first contact with like a homeless person, you know, like maybe if you like develop a relationship with someone, then like that could be like something down the road, but like that seems a dishonest way of just approaching someone.
But don't you think just by going out and listening and having a meal with them, you are showing them your faith in a more discreet manner?
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
I think in a more powerful manner as well, because if you just say that, if you just go preach the word, they're not going to listen. They feel like you're, I don't know. I just think it's a more powerful way to just go out and do this for somebody rather than trying to talk them into it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't even seem to really have the money to even bought like the food that we had, because like he was saying, he didn't have the money, and so he was actually an act of kindness on his part. Like he just, I don't think that he actually expected us to buy him something. Like I think he honestly was just gonna like show us like a place to eat, like because he said several times that like I don't have the money, and like didn't really understand what we were doing. It's like, I'll just show you the restaurant and then you can go in. And like I felt like we sort of like had to coax him into giving him the money. So like it was an act of kindness, like going both ways. I don't know. So like that is pretty powerful.